Okay, yesterday they came out and surveyed a lot of these lots, several of them. Ours was, well, really they're surveying lot 24, we're lot 23. So, and I've been living here 11 years. These shrubs right here, they have always been here. So whoever lived here before me planted those shrubs, apparently either right on the line or real close to it. I mean, look at that. I've got my finger right in front of the view. I planted that those two rose bushes, but all of this was here. And we had this concrete edging put down. Now, probably what I got to try to figure out how to do is turn it right here and go down to here on this side of that. And I need to dig up all these bushes here. Of course, I'd probably want to get rid of that one too. If you get rid of that one, that'd look stupid over there by itself. So, plus, I don't like those bushes anyway. They have runners and they try to take over the whole place. I keep having to trim all that so you can see it poking out of the ground there and there. Anyway, that is weird. And here's another weird thing. If you look right at the end of my shoe there is a water sprinkler head. And if you look and line that up, I'm gonna try to line that up. To me, that looks like the sprinkler head is over there. So I probably got to move that sprinkler head over here somewhere. About a foot over, I guess. So stupid. I would rather do that than have confrontation later. So I'll have to figure out how to do that. I think I can probably make that work. The hardest part is getting them shrubs up. I might offer somebody, if they want them, they can come get them. I've got that shrub, that American beauty berry bush at the curb. I've got that in another area. I rooted that a couple of times last year, and it's doing great, both of them are. So they're up there in the other end of my yard. Well, this is what I got to deal with, so I'm gonna kind of get right here. The reason this is goofy, for whatever reason, if you look on the community map or whatever, the front of the house was supposed to be facing this road here, not that road. They turned the house. Therefore, the offset is 20 feet on this side, but it's only 10 feet on this side. I thought the back of the house had to have a 20-foot offset. Well, it's only got a 10-foot because they turned it sideways, and therefore the side off. This is a side offense. It's only offset. Offense, more likely. Offset is only 10 feet, which I'm just kind of get right here and point up through there. This is strange. I can't really see that flag. Maybe the video can get it. I'm not tall enough. Anyway. So you can kind of see it's going to go up to there, 10 feet behind my house. So that was a revelation to me yesterday. Well, look at these camellias. This smells like a perfume factory out here. I swear, you walk by this, you think you walked into a perfume store or something. I've been waiting on these things. I was hesitant to cut them. I was going to trim them weeks ago when I trimmed everything else. I mean, everything else was starting to grow back. And I said, no, they're fixing to bloom. Well, they didn't bloom. Now, 2 days ago or 3 days ago, they started blooming. And boy, did they bloom. Whew. They're about to fall over on the ground. They're so heavy. Amazing. Beautiful flowers. All right, I'm gonna walk what I think is the line. I'm gonna try to line that up. Okay, right there. And I'm gonna go straight through here. Walk into this limb. Get out of my way. I thought some of these trees I would save. Well, especially this little tree right here. Years ago, all this was covered in weeds and vines, kind of like, well, like that, except worse. And I've trimmed a whole bunch of that back because, I mean, it had briars out to here. I mean, you couldn't cut the grass without getting stuck with briars. And this tree was laying on the ground at a 90-degree angle to what it is now. I mean, it was just bent over like that, but it wasn't about 6 feet tall. And I trimmed all those briars around that thing to save that tree. I thought that was a beautiful tree. It's kind of out by itself a little bit. And I said, that'll be a beautiful tree someday. Well, they might leave that one. I don't know. They might. I have no idea. I don't really care. I hope they get rid of that stupid sweet gum tree that's a mile high, and another one over there that drops sweet gum balls all over my yard and in my gutters and causes me all kind of grief, keeping my gutters stopped up back here. Especially right up there in those two corners. Oh man, they get in there and they just lock together and then everything stops. All right, let me keep walking here. Let's see. I'm gonna keep walking right over this. I keep water out here for the animals in case they want to drink. Yeah, I don't know if they ever use it, but I did see a squirrel using it one day. This is just an experimental area. I just put stuff in. There's a lettuce from seed. Some of it's already died. Kale from seed. These mums had last year, and I just stuck them in the ground. We bought them at the store and had them on our front porch during the fall. They were beautiful, pretty purplish red. And my wife said, well, either give them away or stick them in the ground. So I stuck them in the ground back here. But I think my line is going to go right through here. And I think, I could be wrong, right through that water thing. And then, hey Alex. All right, I'm gonna stop because the dog's barking. Okay, I'm taking a break right now. I just dug up the first piece of that concrete edging. I brought my little hand truck thing around. And I'm gonna haul it up here and just kind of save it until they get through building over here. My main goal today is just to remove those, I think, 9 pieces of concrete edging and move them up behind my house and store them. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, my battery ran out on my other camera. So, I'll just do it with this iPhone. Okay, I still have to move this rose bush over there somewhere, because I'm going to end up curving this thing quicker, and it's got to go inside that stake. It was way over there, so it's like 2 feet. What is that, 2 feet? This is where it was. So you're about 2 feet. Anyway, I had to remove a boxwood. That thing was monstrous. That thing took forever. That American beautyberry bush, and then a hibiscus flower. I removed all those things. Still got a root there. I have to dig that up. I don't know about that. Yeah, see what I'm talking about? These things. All those big old shrubs had huge roots. And I went ahead and trimmed that shrub a little bit. It just looked like it needed a good shave. This rose bush is actually producing. I thought it's pretty well dead, but it's got a couple more little buds there. 3 or 4 more. That one there is not doing any. Well, Maybe it is. I just don't see them. I may have to take this one up because I'm gonna have to make it curve quicker. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. That's gonna be an interesting process because those things are heavy. They weigh about 40 or 50 pounds a piece, I think. I can't really pick them up. Getting too old to do that. Anyway, just wanted to do that last little video. It took me, I've been out here since 8 o'clock and it's after 2 o'clock. I haven't really taken a lunch break or anything. That's why that's 6 hours. I take breaks as often as I need to. So, anyway, I'm pretty satisfied getting that. I could have probably left that, but there would probably have been a discussion with a builder. He might have come in and wanted to knock my concrete edging and take a big old bulldozer to it or something and break it all to pieces, and then I wouldn't even have any. Then I'd have to be getting in an argument with him. And he could argue, well, it's on my property. So I eliminated that discussion. I didn't want to see that happen, so I'm going to stay ahead of them as much as I can, stay off their property. I did not know that. The people that lived before us planted all those shrubs. They just planted them right on the line. And I still got to do something with this daggum, it's at the end of my foot, sprinkler head, because it's probably over a couple of inches, or 3 or 4 inches maybe. So I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna move it over here somewhere. I'll have to do that maybe one day next week or something. I don't know. I don't know how easy that's gonna be. I'll have to think about that. Well, there's the life and turmoil that I face often. I don't know if I'm gonna cut the grass. I probably need to. I usually like to do it on Saturdays, and so it looked good over the weekend. It looks pretty good, but it's already seeding, so I thought maybe I'm probably ought to go ahead and cut it. I'm trying to keep it at level 3 on my mower as long as I can. And the only way you can do that and mulch it is you got to cut it often. So I'll think about that for a few minutes and then I'll do that. All right, that's it for that. I'm glad this is mostly done. I still got a few, the rose bush and the water sprinkler head thing. And then after they build that and put all their sod down and everything, and they're happy with their little end of their lot or whatever, then I'll come back in and figure out how to. I may have to have the people that put down this edging come and do it and put some new edging down right there. I don't know. I've got the pieces, but I don't know if I can make them join and curve and do what I want it to do. You can't just bend those things. They're concrete. All right, so that's it. So I'll report back later after all the smoke clears. Okay, this is a weird update. Today's June 4th, 2022. Yesterday, see that stake? See where the grass and the dirt meet and the missing edging? Today, I took all that edging all the way up through there off. I took it off, stored it behind my house up there. And I've got to bring it back inside. That's almost 2 feet, I guess. It probably is 2 feet. Anyway, I had to get rid of had to dig up a American Beauty berry bush, a hibiscus, and a boxwood that looked like that boxwood. That was a pain. It took about an hour or something to dig around that thing. I finally got the thing up. God, it had a huge base. Anyway, I just got through cutting the grass, so now I'll have less grass to cut. And I won't have to worry about clearing off this lot. I was trying to clear that off some so it'd be less snaky, but I ended up with a snake in my garage today and had to get rid of it while I was getting ready to cut the grass. I worked on this about 6 hours. I started at 8 o'clock this morning. It's about 4 o'clock now. I've been going all day without a break. I mean, I drink a lot of fluids. Anyway, I still have the lawnmower on level 3. That's the main thing I want to state here. I'm trying to keep it on level 3 as long as I can because I think it looks better. Bermuda likes to be cut short, so it'll go up to level 7 on the mower. Last year, at the end of the year, I could barely cut it on level 7. It got so thick. I'm hoping I can keep it on 3 as long as I can. Maybe it won't do that. And I'll try to keep mulching it. That way I don't even have to bag it or anything. And it doesn't take that long to do that. Camellias in bloom. I hesitated to trim those things months ago, probably 2 months ago when I was trimming everything else. I thought they was getting ready to bloom then. Well, they just bloomed this past week. So, and they're already starting to turn brown. But anyway, the yard looks good. Everything, in my opinion, is filling in really well. There's a few little spots, you know, there ain't no big deal about that. I'm very happy with the way it looks right now. A lot of the flowers have already bloomed, and the perennials, whatever, they've bloomed and not coming back. I dumped that snake, and he went down in that drain. I just, I'm hoping that drain goes to the creek, which is down at the end of the street here. I let him go right here, and he just scooted right into that drain. I hope he stays in there or goes to the creek. But, you know, I just got rid of, I dumped 2 of them, one in that drain, one in that drain, about a week ago. I had a video of the snakes, but I don't know if I have a video catching them or whatever. But everything looks real good. There's still some hosta right there. I thought I got all that up last year, but apparently I didn't. Look, there's something on my hat. What is that? Anyway, I feel like there's something in my face. Thread or something off the hat. All right. I'm done for the day. I'm gonna go take a shower, get something to eat, and I'm just gonna kind of walk around here. See, even the backyard looks pretty good. And if they do what I think they're gonna do, in the next phase, I think that builder's gonna, he's gonna, since he staked the lot 24, and I don't know if you can see way down there, there's a stake on lot 26. So that's 24, 25 to that stake, and then that's 26. So somebody else other than that builder owns lot 25. So it may not get developed. I don't know. It won't get developed by that developer. Anyway, my tomatoes are doing really good. Amazingly. I think I got about, if you count the little bitty ones, I mean the really small ones. I mean, there's some small ones in here. If you count all of them, I've got 20. These are cantaloupe that I grew from seed. I think I counted 71 of those things that actually were growing. I don't know if I'll ever have a cantaloupe though. I've never been able to grow cantaloupe bigger than a baseball, which is kind of stupid. It was pretty good, but that's as big as it got. And when I planted these tomatoes, it was weird because I couldn't just plant them one at a time. I grew these by seed. And they're growing pretty tall. I got one tomato hiding right there. Yeah, a little bitty one. That just popped up, I think, a couple of days ago. The cucumbers behind there, I'm trying to share that trellis with those, both of those. We'll see how that works. I got to start using some twine or something and kind of hooking those tomatoes to those. I don't know if that'll hold up or not to the twine. It probably won't work. But anyway, there's all that. There's all the, I don't know if this thing's been filming or not. It's got a low battery. There's all the edging that I had to take up and drag up here. Put up my hummingbird feeders. I'm getting hummingbirds. So they're coming. Hosta's looking good. That hosta's, all these, this hosta used to be in the front, and then I moved it back here. I thought I killed it, but you can see that thing's fixing to bloom. I don't know why those two are not. The one in the front is. I don't get that. All right. So I'm guessing if I look at that stake down there, my yard only comes right here. I think I only have a 10-foot offset. It really blew my mind yesterday when I'm talking to the survey guy. He said this house was supposed to point toward that street with the front door facing that street and have that street address. But they turned this house, so instead of a 20-foot offset in the back of the house, it's got a side offset of 10 feet, which is here. I thought I had 20 feet down to there, so I've been clearing off. This all used to be briars. It used to look like that down in there, except worse. It had briars. I mean, it was like it's just a wall of briars. Anyway, they'll probably take down all these trees. I don't know. If they do, that's fine. I don't care. I mean, I love trees, but I don't care. Hey, Jim. But anyway, that's the scoop right there. Can't wait to eat a tomato sandwich off of one of my tomatoes. I got two that's, looks like this one's gonna be ready probably in the next few days, maybe a week or so. I got a couple of pretty big ones down there, and some down here. These are big boys, and this is butter boy. I only bought 3. I bought these 3, and all those tomato plants there are from seed, and I planted them seeds in those buckets like that, and then I took those and just put them a bucket at a time in each little hole. Instead of pulling, I tried doing one at a time, and all I did was break them. I could not do one at a time. So I said, if it does anything, that's good. Look at my little, this is, I wish I could focus on that better. Let's see if I can. I don't know if I can. Yeah. Let's see if I can get that to go closer. See that little woodpecker? That is a baby woodpecker. He's coming to get him some suet, probably. Let's see if I stay here and be still. He might. A couple of little red-headed woodpeckers. Mama's been coming there for quite a while. And just in the last 2 weeks, I guess, those woodpeckers come over here and they get them some suet and go back to their nest, I guess. I was hoping he'd go fly over there, but I guess he's not going to. Oh well. Yeah, cute little booger. I bought a bunch of suet, big old pack. Like 10 or 12 in a pack or something like that. And I keep them out there for them. It rained yesterday, so I didn't get to put a new one out there. I still got some on the top of that thing there, pipe. I gotta refill those bird feeders. I haven't been able to do anything today because I worked on that daggum bed down there. All right, I'm done. Everything's, I don't know if it's gonna cut off part of my little test garden here. Peach trees are growing. I wish those things would produce in the next couple of years. I love peaches. All right, let's call it quits. I'm actually videotaping this thing every time I put one of these pieces down. Looking at this, I hope it's not messing up too bad right here. I'm taking a break. After each one of these pieces, I take a break because it's hot. Whew, it's hot. And I'm old. And these things are heavy. And I don't like bending over. It just wears me out when I bend over too long. It just takes the energy out of me. But I'm worried right now, looking at this, the line is fine. What I'm worried about is that I don't have it slanted up enough. You see what I don't know if that makes sense or not, because it's got to come up the hill, and I don't want to have to dig out real deep all the way around through there. I can, but I guess I can, but I don't know. I think it'd be better if I didn't have to dig too deeply. But I gotta get these things curving up a little bit. I'm hoping the next 2 pieces, or 3 pieces, if I can get it up around the curve, about where these 2 pieces I pulled out here, if I can get it past the first rose bush on the left here, if I get it past that today, that might be a good day's work. It might be Saturday before I can finish it, I don't know. Today's Thursday. All right, I just wanted to add that. I'm videotaping whenever I turn that camera back on, whenever I actually try to do something. But every piece I'm taking a break because it's just too hard on me. All right. Well, the moment of truth is here, and you can see I'm having to redo those corner pieces, the curving pieces right there. My object or goal, I put a little bit of a string down there just to try to see, just to get a visual. I don't want, when that thing curves up, I don't want it to come higher than the grass line of where the previous thing did. It can't come any farther this direction towards me, so that when it curves around and gets all the way down to, and I'm gonna move all those other pieces out 2 feet or whatever, when it gets to the road, it's got to get to the road. It can't come up short. So that's my dilemma right now. And I've taken, well, I hadn't put that piece down yet. That was the final piece of the curve to make sure it didn't get too far above the grass line. And I've had to pull that piece back up and try to twist it. I'm trying, see, I think I didn't bend this enough here. I think I came too far out this way instead of straight. It's just hard to visualize that, so I goofed it up, I'm sure. Otherwise, if I don't make my curve here, I gotta twist those back out. I didn't want to get too close that way, because I don't know exactly where that line is down there at the end. I don't want them coming in monkeying with my edging and stuff and breaking it and tearing it up, because some previous ones did. Up there where that stop sign is, they ran over it and broke it with their big old dump truck. I don't appreciate that. And they didn't stop me to pay for it or anything, which I don't know how you'd pay for it, because it looks, I don't know. Anyway, that's another story. Anyway, I'm going to end this one because I'm videotaping with this, but this is a mess, and it's starting to drizzle rain. I don't know if it's still doing it or not. I'm under some tree leaves here. I'll get back out there and see if I can twist that thing around without having to bend all those other ones back around so that so that the curve happens better. It's almost like I got to start here and go there, but I can't do that. You have to start down there to make sure it hits the road. Anyway, I'm not real good at this, so it's a trial and error. Well, been going 5.5 hours. I had 8 sections to put down today. I've got the last one in place there. I've got to go over there and get some of that dirt from there. When I took that sod up, it was real thick, real deep, so it took all the soil there. So I've got to go take some of that soil and shove it up under that last piece. You can see it's down just a little bit there. I had to take a break for this last thing. But I'm almost done. 5.5 hours, probably 6 hours before I wrap some of this up. But I've been videotaping it. That's a lot of hours of video, 4K video. I need to buy a bigger hard drive for storage. Black Friday can't get here soon enough, so I can get maybe a cheap one, 8 terabyte. All right, I just wanted to do a quick video of that since I'm almost done. Rest a few more minutes and finish up that last thing. You can actually see the space underneath that last one. That's how much soil came off of that sod. And I put the sod, this is what I've dug up. Oh my goodness, look at all that. Oh boy, that's something. Anyway, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that. My line is probably that pole right there, that iron stub. I think that's my line. Should be. That's a 10-foot offset from, or setback from the back of the corner of that house to there is 10 feet, which is what I'm required. So I'm assuming they did that. So anyway, all right. Okay, this is, I think, June the 13th or 14th. I don't know, 2022. Okay, I have finished moving this landscape edging from here because they came in and surveyed, put that pin right there inside my stuff. And then I had one of these big old boxwoods right here that the people that lived here before me had planted it right here, and it was like sticking out way over here past, it actually stuck past the edging. It was huge like that. And then I had a American beautyberry bush right here that gets big. I mean, it gets big. Well, it was already this big. It's huge. Then I had another flower there in between there, and I dug all that up. All that was right here. It was like right on the line. I didn't know the people that lived here before me had done that. I thought I had more property, but that's a long story. Anyway, I finished doing this, and the only thing I've got to do, I'm gonna get rid of some of this dirt here where I had to shovel it over and dig that out where I could put that in there. I gotta do that. I've moved a lot of this over here. This was like that right there. It looked like that over here because I had to dig all that sod. You can see the sod way up there. I took all that sod from right here, from this half, you know, that wide. All that was inside. It's up there now. So I dug all that in and then moved that around here, and it seemed to fit pretty well. So I may get rid of this boxwood. I don't know now that I've got just one. Looks kind of, it's not symmetrical anymore. I like symmetry. Anyway, all these vincas, I dig these things up. I pull them up by the roots every year, and they still come back by the hundreds or thousands. They'd take over this place if I let it. And my roses, one of them's already bloomed and died there. It bloomed a couple of times, that one on the right. The one on the left was way over here. It was where the landscape edging is. I had to move it over there before I could even get started. So, man, took a day just to dig up the shrubs and just kind of get it dug out a little bit there. And then I had to move that rose bush and then start putting that down. That took a day to do up through 9 of those pieces. Then I had another 8 down this side for 17 total pieces. And just trying to make them all fit back together and come back out at the edge of the concrete curbing here. So all that's done though. Took me 2 days to do that, just to do the edging part. And 1 day to do the shrubs, dig all those things up. And I think as they're growing, they just started blooming here in the last couple of days. So I gotta go buy some, probably 5 or 6 bags of mulch, I don't know. I had all that done, but they screwed it all up. So I have to redo this. That's old mulch there. You can see it's turning white. That's been there for years, probably. Anyway, just want to do a quick update on that, and pretty much finished. So we'll see.